You guys are going to see in this video, you're going to see how I was able to identify to the T, identify an opportunity here, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how I did it. I'm going to show you from step 1 to step 3 to step 5, taking the profit. I'm going to show you guys that action right here in this video, live, trading the futures, and I'm going to just talk about this beautiful, beautiful move this morning. I mean, talk about potential here. I'm seeing a lot. I'm seeing a lot of potential with this. So let's go. What's going on, guys? It's Monday morning and trading the micro E-minis today and seeing what's going on. So I took a little trade earlier with a really kind of just tight stop, looking at this 241 area. We had this pullback here. We popped back up there to the EMAs. We were looking like we were kind of getting stuck here, 241. So it's like, okay, I'm going to get short, and I got short there at 240.50, 240.75, and 241. Now, we did get a drop. We got the drop down here to the 239.75 area, which would have been a full handle for me. But at that point, I was like, well, I want to see if this thing kind of keep to, I want to see if it's going to roll off, but it didn't roll off, and it ended up just kind of squeezing or just pushing right back up there. You can see that big wick on the bottom of that candle. So once we just saw that big kind of wick and getting that pop back there, I was like, okay, then I went into basically cover mode, like let me get out of this thing. So I ended up getting out of there, 241, 240.25. So only taking a $5 loss there, small loss, tight stop. And we're going to see what happens to the market over here. Now, I'm looking at the 30-minute chart here. I'm going to show you guys kind of what I'm looking at by drawing these lines on the 30-minute chart. Let me turn this off here. So, okay, so this is a 30-minute chart that we're looking at, and this was on Friday. We had the big drop, and you can see kind of the overall trend now. So if I draw a line on the top of these candles, look what we're seeing. We're seeing a trend now, okay? And then we're also looking at the bottom of these candles as our okay, so now you can see we got that kind of support there on this 238.50 area down there, and we got this kind of overall trend. So we got I would say a bear flag, a bear flag forming. If we get stuck here at the 242 area, that's going to be kind of a good indicator that this is probably going to start to roll off here at open. Now we've got about 25 minutes till the market opens, so I'm going to kind of just sit back here and see how we react to this overall trend line, if this kind of pops above it, and do we kind of pull back from there. So just sitting back here waiting and watching. You can see kind of what I'm looking at, what I'm kind of drawing on the chart to look for opportunities here. Right now I feel like we're just kind of in a bullish, I don't want to say bullish trend, but I feel like we're looking like on this 500 tick chart that we want to kind of push back up here to this resistance there at the 244 area. So until we get to some type of resistance or some type of support, I'm just going to sit out of this for now, as earlier was just kind of hoping, I don't want to say I was hoping, but it was definitely a tight trade, an aggressive trade where I was like, okay, I'm going to get short, but if we show any type of strength and we push above here, I'm going to get out. It wasn't like I'm going to get short, I'm going to hold till 244 as my stop. It was basically just thinking that this thing could kind of start to roll off and get back above, below the EMA there. And you can see kind of as this thing's popping higher. So it is what it is. Maybe I should have got long here as this thing kind of popped up there, but I didn't want to kind of just flip-flop right away. And I'll give it some time and kind of sit back and wait and see what happens here. So let's see what happens here at open. Is this 240 area going to kind of create a trap? You can see on the 30-minute chart now we are popping above that kind of downward trend. So do we get a trap here? That'll be interesting to see if we get that wick on the top of that candle and then we start to roll off from there. That would be a good sign for a short opportunity. Until we see something like that, we're going to just sit back here and wait and watch. Be patient. Be patient, my friends. All right, well, I'm going to take another kind of aggressive short here as we are just kind of getting stuck right there at that trend line there on the 30-minute chart we talked about earlier. You could see how this candle, we had a wick above it for a little bit looking like a trap, but I'm thinking we might pull back here at open. So I'm going to take a little bit more of an aggressive short than I would maybe like, but I think we can kind of play this with a tight stop there at the 244. So we'll play with a tight stop. We'll see if we can get this maybe to pop up a little bit higher here, and we'll just kind of look for a pullback here at open. If we start to squeeze, then we'll just jump out. So we'll kind of play this with a little bit of a aggressive short. It's still small size, so I'm not too worried about it either way. If it does pop, it'll only be a small loser here. But, the goal really is to kind of look for these opportunities. I want to see if, identifying this trend here on the 30-minute chart is going to be successful or not, or do I need to, look at the 30-minute chart and then kind of only look for my entries here on this 500 tick chart. See how those overall trends interact here, and if that downward trend's going to kind of kick in and we get that kind of that trap that we were talking about. Because you can see now we got stuck there at the 43.50 area twice now, and that's another reason that I'm kind of getting short at this area, especially with that kind of lining up there on the 30-minute chart. You can see on this 30-minute chart again now that we are kind of creating that wick on the top here, similar to this. This is kind of what I'm looking for. I want to see this candle kind of close red and start to pull back here, and possibly, I don't want to say down the 37s, but you could see kind of how this is looking from a trend point of view there. So we'll see what happens if we get that breakdown here. It'll be easy to know. I mean, we'll know here pretty soon. We got about 10 minutes here till the market opens. If the market opens strong, we'll probably just push through that resistance and then we'll get out. But right now, we'll see if we can't get that pullback here and kind of that fake out or that trap that we're looking for. So we'll see as it unfolds, as the market unfolds, the story of our lives. I was looking for like some type of inspirational quote there, but let's see what happens if we get that pullback. I'm looking for 2 to 3 handles a day. That's kind of my goal. We need 2 to 3 handles in this Micro E-mini account to kind of work on our strategy. That's my goal. Kind of the goal would be, risking 1 handle a day, meaning $300 if I'm trading 3 contracts on the E-minis for a possible 3 to 4 handle move, and that being a $900 to $1,000 move. So that's what we're looking for. That's what we're focused on right now. Nice and easy, baby. Nice and easy. We'll see if that pattern plays out here. If we get that breakdown here, we'll see. Well, I mean, like I said, we'll know pretty soon. That's the good thing about this, is we're definitely going to know which way this is going to go here at open if we get that trap there at the 43 on that trend line. All right, so you can see we're down there to the 242 area now, and that's a little bit over a handle of a drop so far. I'm looking to see if we can't get down there below 242 here before the market opens. Maybe I just like to take this right here before the market opens. If we can get down there below 242, I think very possible. Just kind of putting some orders out here. We'll see if we can pull back below the 242 here. You can see my original entry there at 243.25. That's my average with those 2 contracts up here on this candle. Like we talked about, that little bit of a fake out here. Let's see if we can't get a cover here at the 241.75. So there's a 241.75. Let's see if we got about a minute till the market opens. So we'll see what happens here. We got a minute till the market opens. We'll give it a little bit of time. We already covered 2 contracts, so let's put us back in the green after that small loss earlier today. And we'll just look to kind of cover this at break even if this does start to bounce from here. Like I said, not in love with this setup just because we're still above the EMA here. So not sure if this is really going to roll off. But you can see on the 30-minute chart, we still got that big wick there. We talked about that trap. So this could, really set it off here and start to kind of roll off. It's just not in love with the kind of this setup. I wish that we were below the EMAs on this setup here, on this time frame with the 500 tick chart. I think that would have been a little bit more confirmation. So you can see now we're kind of just bouncing off the EMAs there, and we'll see if we can get down there below 242 again. I'm going to put an order out there, 241.50. It's kind of where we bounced at earlier. See if we can't get filled there. Let's see. I just kind of want to see how this plays out because I really just wasn't confident, like I said, because we were above the EMA. Lately, I've been trying to short above the EMA, and it has not worked out for me. So this is kind of like a good indicator. Does this work? Do we get the fake out here, the trap? So you can see from 243 now down there to 240.75 or 240.50. So we're getting close, almost to that full three-handle move that we were looking for. I mean, that was close, getting close to it. And then you can see, what was that, 240.25 on that candle here, and still kind of rolling off here. So this is doing exactly what we looked for, or what we were planning on, with that kind of trap on the 30-minute chart. Again, just I don't know if you guys can see it really well here. Let me see if I can zoom in. So that's what you're looking for. See how the wick on the top of this candle looking like a trap? So what happens is the bulls think that we're kind of breaking out, but instead we get that roll off, and all the bears and all the bulls kind of battle here, and then we get that roll off back to the support area there. And then same kind of setup here. You can see that big wick pushes up there to the trend line. We got the push and then the pullback. So this worked out pretty good for me right now. But like I said, I was not in love. But like I said, I wasn't in love with this setup just because we were above the EMA there on the 5-hour tick chart. So that was kind of one of my things. I've been really focused on that from now on. Like, I'm not getting short above it, but I kind of just wanted to see, seeing that 30-minute time frame. Does that 30-minute time frame give me an entry? Which we got, we got a solid 2 handles there. I got a solid, little over a handle on that move for the cover, but the move ended up getting down there for a full 2 handles. So I really just wished, if this was below the EMA, like if we had this pop here, we were still below the EMA, I think it would have just been a no-brainer type of setup here for me. But again, being above the EMA, I just didn't get that confirmation on the smaller time frame and then the larger time frame. But you can see again on the 30-minute chart, look at this thing. It's just rolling off waterfall style, getting the fake out, and then just bam, right down there to 238.50 now. So that's the 3 handles we were looking for, from that 243.25 now down there to 238.25. So beautiful move here. Again, just kind of working out the kinks, building. It's just a process of seeing these setups, and being like, oh wow, this is a good setup for me to witness and to be a part of, because now I see this setup on the 30-minute chart. I see that setup, right? And in the future, when I see something similar to this again, where I see that we're on the 30-minute chart, we're hitting that clear kind of trend line, but on this 500 tick chart, we are above the EMA. But I'm trying to see that, okay, 30 minutes telling me that we're probably going to get a trap here. The 500 tick chart's kind of showing me that we're above the EMA, but I've seen this happen before in the past, where we get that clear trend line, that clear trend line fake out, the trap. We get that move, even though we're above the EMA on the 500 tick chart, we still get that pullback. And look at it now, down there to 236.50. So that's exactly what we were looking for. This is the move, baby. Look at this. It's beautiful. Look at it. It's just dropping. Ever since that fake out, ever since that trap, it's just dropped. Which is funny, because from 7 a.m. till then, it was just bam, 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 going higher. And look at it now, just falling. Like, there's nothing to stopping it. There's just no support. It's just gone. Look at that support line that bounce from 7 a.m. We bounced there at the 236.50. It didn't even care. I mean, we had a little bit of a bounce there, but it's just gone from there. No consolidation at all. Just right down there below 236.50. So beautiful move here this morning. We're just getting it going, getting ready for 2020, just mastering futures. I don't want to say I'm mastering futures, but we're focused on getting it going here. Focused on getting it going. And that's what it's all about right there, right now. So if you guys haven't already, do me one big favor. Hit that like button, the subscribe button, the comment button, leave all kinds of stuff. Just do it. Let's have some fun. Wow, 233 now. Look at it. This is like creating some massive FOMO right now. This is definitely some FOMO trading right here. I can feel the FOMO building. I'm going to tell you right now, I can feel it. I can feel that FOMO becoming real. So I'm going to kind of just put my hands in the air like I just don't care, because I feel like if I sit here long enough, I'm going to do something stupid, like maybe trying to buy the dip here or trying to short it after we had that big move. But that's just textbook right now, just textbook. I guess, really on this setup here, this should have been my short. one thing I got to focus on when I'm making these videos is, even though, you know, okay, we got this, I'm doing the recap, and then, oh my gosh, look at that. It's a beautiful setup because we break below the EMA there. We break below this kind of bounce, and then that would have been like bam, bam, get short there at 240. And look at it now, down 8 handles since that 240 break. So over a 10 handle move so far. So if you're trading 3 contracts of the E-mini, that's a $1,500 move. $1,500 move with only really risking, you know, maybe $300 maximum here. Really, that's you're risking maybe $300 on this move. So you can see how much potential trading futures is. You know, I really that's the point of these videos, is to show you guys the potential here. I know right now I'm trading the micro E-mini, so it's not like I'm, you know, showing massive profits or anything like that. But this is very repetitive in a sense of E-minis, micro E-minis. Micro E-minis are 1/10 the size, so the, you know, if I can continuously be consistent with the micro E-minis, all I need to do for the regular E-minis is just kind of just do the same exact strategy, you know, focus on the same things and doing this over and over. And really, I'm impressed right now with the overall just action and seeing this setups like that. And it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. Look at this, that trap there, baby. I mean, it's just something to be proud of. Seeing that trap, identifying that trap right there. That's what it's all about. So if you guys haven't already, like I said, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the comment button, all the buttons down below. Just do it. Let's go.